Hi everyone, how are you? Let's see. Oops. How do you see who all? Hi Akshay boss, very punctual. Time se आने का. Hi Adnan. अरे I was also waiting, but then this thing. Hi final live आज. Hi Ajay. Hi Ganesh. Hi Vinod. I use thy wisdom. Namaste. Oh hi Malav Raj. How are you? Long time. Hi Rohan. Do ping Malav Raj boss. I have something for you. What's up? All well? Hi Zahir, hi Mr. Unstoppable, hi Ayush, hi Iconic, hello. आज क्या राज खुला अरे there are some good business opportunities which Indians can explore. Good work, keep it up. Hi Chasha. Hi Jeevan, how are you? Hi Shri Krishna, hello. सक्षम क्यों रो रहा है भाई, क्या तकलीफ हो गई जीवन में? AK days. Aryan Raj. Hi. Hi LBITCLC. How's you? Hi Anaya. Hi Swagat. Okay. Chalo. Let's discuss on to something. Articleship. Arey, you try scoring articleship at some bigger companies who will give you a permanent job. US taxation as a career in India is messed up because of Philippines. Okay. Was up. अबे उनके सामने आलू मुझे मैसेज भेजता है सक्षम. हाँ चलिए शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है. What did Trump say for Canada? I didn't follow up. अरे we are uploading it on YouTube, no? उससे सुनो ठीक है. चलो. So yesterday we studied that we didn't study it. It was just a question that is US sabotaging Indian companies, even if the companies like Adani Green, Infosys, TCS violated the rules that was made in US, but the 19 firms who were trading with Indian firms who were trading with Russia were still sanctioned because they were trading with Russia. Okay. Now, what can a foreign government do for its home companies in foreign land? Okay. So how does a government affects foreign policy making of some other country to favor its laws in the favor of its to make laws in the favor of to make laws in the favor of its own country or in its own companies, मतलब खुद की घर की कंपनीज के फेवर में, ठीक है. इतना मुश्किल बोलना, हे भगवान. हाँ, Ganesh has a very good point. Hi Anvesh, what's up? चलो ठीक है. With this comes our today's quote. The secret to generational wealthy business is knowing something no one else knows. Okay, and this is particularly from the movie Arbitrage that I just finished. Okay, why? See, knowing something that no one else knows. See, there is this big arbitrage trade going around between India, Dubai, and all over the world because of the USDT premium in India. But then, as of now, it is saturated because everyone has entered into this. So people who know how to do this better, are moving on to different countries to convert their money, including Cambodia. Plus, this is going on at full flow for people who know it and people who are advanced in this business, and not going well for people who have just entered it and they are doing it via Dubai or some other state. So that's why the secret to generational wealthy business is knowing something that no one else knows. ठीक है, उसके बाद अपन डिस्कस करते हैं हाउ अ फॉरेन कंपनी. अरे इतना क्या हॉर्न बजा रही, जाना भाई, बताओ. नालायक, हॉर्न बजा. चलो. हाँ, द मूवीज नेम इज आर्बिट्राज, उसी का कोट है ये. हैव फन अन्वेश, गुड टू नो. सर दैट इज व्हाट टम टोल्ड टू डू. हाय विपुल, व्हाट्स अप. So the person who just joined Vipul has a very good meme page, Witty Vipul. Do follow. Okay. ठीक है, यही टॉपिक है आज. व्हाट्सअप प्रेरक, आई एम वेद, हाउ आर यू. हाय विपुल, गुड टू नो. हाय नदीम. यस यस आई डू. हे देयर. चलो ठीक है, लेट्स डिस्कस हाउ countries influence foreign policies of foreign countries to make laws in favor of their citizens, to make laws in favor of their companies. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहला एंड द मोस्ट कॉमन विच इज अ जो कल विच एवरीवन वाज डिस्कसिंग yesterday is a sophisticated term for bribery, which is lobbying. Okay, lobbying is basically advocating for an idea in policy making. Okay, or it is influencing the policy makers, or it is influencing the legislature or the judiciary to make laws in favor of a company or some organization. ठीक है, फौरन गलत लिख दिया क्या? अरे बहुत तेज लड़के हो भाई. नमस्ते नमस्ते. ठीक है. So the influence of foreign countries in other policies could be affected by lobbying. And China से याद आया था, one of the highest country that does lobbying is China. ठीक है, followed by Japan. ठीक है. Now what are the live incidents of lobbying? सबसे बड़ा एक अभी the recent case is when Saudi Arabia lobbied for an arms trade. कौन है भाई, कौन है इतना अर्जेंट? अरे बॉस का फोन आ रहा है, चलो करते हैं. ठीक है. So Saudi Arabia lobbied Washington to pull US into an arms deal which was of $110 billion. ठीक है, $110 बिलियन की डील Saudi Arabia scored via lobbying into US, and it hired US lobbying firms. So it is a very good industry economy in USA. ठीक है, अपने यहाँ पर लॉबिस्ट को बहुत ही गंदी नज़रों से देखा जाता है एंड उनको दलाल बोला जाता है, बट देन यस, इट इज़ स्टिल रिच हेयर ऑल्सो इन इंडिया. ठीक है, उसके अलावा एक और किसने लॉबी करा है? ठीक है, यूएस में लॉबी करा किसने? यूक्रेन ने, टू सपोर्ट वॉर, military aid. Okay, they wanted some Javelin missiles and they wanted extreme support from Washington to support the war against Russia. So Ukraine also paid US lobbyist companies that are doing lobbying in US. Also there is a one very interesting movie on lobbying. ठीक है, उस मूवी का नाम है मिस स्लोएन. अरे XRP is down falling, no? What is the news about it? ठीक है, do watch that movie also. It is a very interesting movie of gun lobbying in US. Miss Sloan, how does the lobbying firms work? ठीक है. Second is economic sanctions and incentives. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या होता है, जैसे देखो, सी नाउ यूएस डजंट लाइक ईरान. ठीक है, ईरान सुनता नहीं है उसकी. एंड इंडिया डजंट लाइक चाइना, क्योंकि चाइना इज ऑलवेज नॉट लिसनिंग टू इंडिया. तो प्लस व्हाट हैपेंस हियर इज, let's say something is produced higher in India or Indian government wants it to sell, but then उसमें क्या करते हैं, ट्रेड सैंक्शंस एंड टेरिफ्स बढ़ाना, कस्टम ड्यूटीज बढ़ाना. बेसिकली इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल, इंक्रीजिंग दी ड्यूटीज एंड टेरिफ्स. सो आज मोस्ट ऑफ द आईटी इंडस्ट्री, अगर उस पर बिलिंग रेस कर दी जाए, उस पर कस्टम्स लगा दिए जाए, उस पर ड्यूटीज बढ़ा दी जाए, सो इट विल बी हैवीली इम्पैक्टेड. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स मोस्ट इंडियन गवर्नमेंट नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट इंडिया का जो आईटी स्पेस है, इट इज़ वेरी वेल प्रोटेक्टेड इन एवरी कंट्रीज, ताकि उस पर कोई भी कस्टम्स ना लग रहे हो, उस पर कोई भी ड्यूटीज नहीं लग रही हो फॉर द सर्विसेज दे आर एक्सपोर्टिंग. हर्षद जैसा लूपहोल बताओ, हर्षद जैसा लूपहोल आएगा भाई. ठीक है, चलो ठीक है. तीसरा, द थर्ड वे एंड द वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग वे टू इन्फ्लुएंस अ फॉरेन कंट्रीज पॉलिसी इज सॉफ्ट पावर. ठीक है, सॉफ्ट पावर इज मतलब कल्चरल इन्फ्लुएंसेस, डिप्लोमेसीज और मूवीज के थ्रू जो करते हैं. ठीक है, इट इज व्हाट, ठीक है. सो आई विल गिव यू अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एग्जांपल. एक तो द यूएस कीप्स सेलिंग इट्स अमेरिकन ड्रीम इन मूवीज. ठीक है, इंडियन बॉलीवुड कीप्स सेलिंग इट्स कल्चरल रिच एंड कल्चरल रिच स्टेट एंड पीपल आर गुड, ह्यूमंस आर गुड टू एवरीवेयर इन द ग्लोब. ठीक है, सो दीज आर दी सॉफ्ट पावर्स वन कैन इन्फ्लुएंस इन अदर नेशंस. अलॉन्ग विद दिस देयर इज दिस चाइना का बॉर्डर रोड इनिशिएटिव, राइट? ओके, चाइनाज बेल्ट एंड रोड इनिशिएटिव. ठीक है, तो चाइना क्या कर रहा है इस इनिशिएटिव के अंडर, सो व्हाट चाइना इज डूइंग इज, चाइना में एक बहुत ही विद्वान हुए थे कॉन्फ्यूशियस, हाँ कन्फ्यूशियस, ओके. सो चाइना इज डेवलपिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर थ्रू आउट दी बॉर्डर रोड, द बेल्ट एंड रोड इनिशिएटिव, जहाँ जहाँ पर भी उसकी रोड चल रही है. एंड देन इट इज क्रिएटिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स बाय द नेम ऑफ कन्फ्यूशियस इंस्टीट्यूट. इंस्टीट्यूट, अरे इसकी it is very similar to opening, let's say India decide to open Chanakya Institute or India decides to open Nalanda universities around the world. ठीक है, उससे it creates a very soft power to generate, जो भी पढ़ने वाले बच्चे आ रहे हैं उनके दिमाग में आता है who is Chanakya, who is Confucius and what did they do well, तो वो क्यों बनाए. So this is what soft power is about, culturally influencing other countries. Okay. Rule of heavy loans to African nations for infra. Yes, that is one thing China is doing for infrastructure. Yes, exactly. China is giving loans to African nations, ठीक है, और उन loans को बोल रहा है you create infrastructure from this, और infrastructure जो भी बना रहा है they are making sure that those are under the name of Chinese old ancient people, ठीक है, to create a soft power among other nation. Plus एजुकेशन को, एजुकेशन में दे आर इन्फिल्ट्रेटिंग देयर एजुकेशन. हाय सी एस शामली. प्रोपोगेंडा, बेसिकली प्रोपोगेंडा विल कम डिफरेंटली. ठीक है, एक और लेट मी टेल इट टू यू. ठीक है, जैसे सी हाउ इज इट अ ड्रीम ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट मैनी स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया टू विजिट द आईवी लीग. ठीक है, वाई आईवी लीग? बिकॉज देयर इज दिस soft culture that is promoted there, that person who has studied from MIT is going to do great, person who has studied from a Cornell will be doing great, okay, Stanford, Oxford, ठीक है. So they'll be, those are the, उन्होंने Ivy League करके नाम बनाया हुआ. This is the soft culture influence that these countries have developed over other nations. So this is also one way to influence policies and other things around. Okay. चलो. So we are studying how does one country influence foreign policies of other countries. The first was lobbying, is directly bribing. Okay, in which Saudi Arabia bribed US government. Saudi Arabia lobbied US government, paid lobby firms for a arms deal of $110 billion. Second is same Ukraine did. Ukraine was asking for military aid from US and then they lobbied Washington to get the Javelin missiles. Second, how to influence policies of other nation is to put economic sanctions on its own country. ठीक है, like what India can do is, India is like, okay, we have something extra, you have something extra, if you don't give it at a lower tariff rates, will increase tariffs at your excess goods. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली दे आर मैनिपुलेटिंग. ठीक है, आइदर आप भी हमारे टेरिफ्स पे गुड कम करो और वी विल आल्सो डू इट द सेम, और वी विल इंक्रीज द टेरिफ्स ऑन योर गुड्स. दैट इज व्हाट इकोनॉमिक सैंक्शंस एंड इंसेंटिव इज ऑल अबाउट. देन कम्स द सॉफ्ट पावर which is sold by the media, cultural influence, movies and diplomacies. ठीक है, like China is doing via naming the infrastructure on its own name when it provides loan to African nation or the Asian nations. हाँ राजा बाबू, यहाँ पर सो व्हाट हैपन्स हियर इज, हम लोग वी डिस्कस हाउ इज बिग बॉस एज अ चैनल, और बिग बॉस में क्या क्या होता है वो उसका पूरा रिवीजन करते हैं हम दिन भर. ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट द चैनल इज अबाउट. हाय जेट्स क्लाउड. ठीक है, fourth is military alliances. ठीक है, तो इसमें एंड डिफेंस एग्रीमेंट्स, ओके, एंड डिफेंस, ठीक है, जस्ट लाइक नाटो इज डूइंग, ओके। तो दे क्रिएट अ ग्रुप नेशन जिसमें दे कीप ऑन प्रैक्टिसिंग देयर मिलिट्री वॉरफेयर, दे कीप ऑन एक्सचेंजिंग देयर डिफेंस नॉलेज, ओके, एंड दे मेक श्योर दैट, सी, NATO was a military alliance, but then as of today NATO countries are supporting each other at every cost in every aspect, okay. So this is also one way to influence foreign country policies, is that get a tie up with other countries military, okay, have an exchange program with them, so that most of the things are sorted by the military, okay. If the military warfare is going good between them, the trade is also going good between them. 1 किलो काजू, अरे भाई किधर, मैं एड्रेस भेज देता हूँ, नॉर्मी प्लीज सेंड। हाई कोल्ड फज, हाँ, इंडिया हैज अ वेरी गुड स्कोप टू इंक्रीज इट्स पोटेंशियल पावर इन, पोटेंशियल सॉफ्ट पावर इन अफ्रीकन कॉन्टिनेंट, बट देन यूरोपियन यूनियन, ओके। चलो आई वन मोर थिंग आई टेल यू, ठीक है, यूरोप हैड दिस, क्या उसका नाम था यार, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग, ठीक है, मैंने लिखा है क्या कहीं पे, नहीं लिखा है, ठीक है। सो आई वॉज स्टडिंग समवेयर दैट यूरोप हैज दिस अफ्रीकन प्रो एजेंडा वेयर दे आर प्रमोटिंग समथिंग समथिंग इन यूरोप, इन अफ्रीका, याद आएगा तो बता दूंगा, ठीक है, ठीक है। द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट टू इन्फ्लुएंस फॉरेन कंट्रीज पॉलिसीज इन बाय एनी गवर्नमेंट इज प्रोपोगेंडा, ठीक है, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट। एंड हाउ इज इट डन, ठीक है, इट्स डन बाय रनिंग मीडिया कैंपेन्स और बाय NGOs, ठीक है। अब इसमें क्या होता है, सी, द मीडिया शेप्स द विजन एंड द माइंड ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द एवरेज viewers of a country, average TV viewers of a country, okay. Same goes for NGO easily makes it to the news headlines as a part of social activist, ठीक है। One of the very interesting thing that you might have seen on this is that there is this channel RT News, okay, it is what, Russia News, Russia Today, you can check it out even after this. So the RT News, and whenever you see RT News, there will be a statement written by Meta or other platforms as well, that this belongs to the Russian state, okay. So where they are telling that this channel might be influenced by the Russian state, where they are showing the facts which are not actively right, Russian propaganda, हाँ, but then this is all West, no, so that is why RT News जब भी आप देखोगे ना, this is a state control, this is a Russian state control media, they'll always write this, ठीक है। तो next comes in line is China has dodgy world, okay, noted. So China has dodgy world which influence its agenda everywhere. Along with this, there was one more channel of US, Voice of America or something, which was in the, जब कोल्ड वॉर चल रहा था रशिया और यूएस का, they were influencing lot of, they were shaping mind of lot of individuals that how are they right and Russia is wrong. चलो ठीक है, सेम गोज फॉर दिस एज वेल, ठीक है। one person has given his input that जो हल्दीराम के हलवाई होते हैं they promote the propaganda that सोन papdi is not good and you should be buying our मिठाई, the bigger मिठाईज. हाँ, you got the point. ठीक है. अच्छा, okay. I got the European name maybe. ठीक है. Sixth is what? Diplomatic engagements. Okay, we are discussing how does a country influence the foreign policies of a foreign country to favor its citizen or its companies, to help its citizen or its companies in the foreign country. ठीक है. उसमें there is one more point how it is influenced is diplomatic engagements. कैसे? Have you seen the meetings where prime ministers are sitting by each other, okay, by a fireplace where they are discussing things and agendas, okay? So that is PM to PM meet. Another thing here is Abraham Records. Plus leader to leader. Abraham Records is, you can Google about it. Okay, very interesting thing. Leader to leader meet. ये दोनों मिलते हैं, ठीक है. मिलने के बाद में they meet with lot of people along with them and then they discuss the ties that they can do in foreign nations and foreign countries. So this is also Geneva. थैंक्स. CS शामली को क्यों थैंक्स दिया जा रहा है भाई? हल्दीराम वर्सेस सोन पपड़ी वॉर. अच्छा, आई डिडंट नो अबाउट दिस वॉर. ठीक है. अच्छा, फाइनली we are discussing about how does a country influence foreign policies of another country to favor its citizen and its own companies in the foreign land. जिसमें अपन ने डिस्कस करा था that सबसे easy is to lobby like Saudi Arabia did in US for $110 billion arms deal. Then Ukraine did to get more military aid and javelin missiles from Washington. ठीक है. Then comes the economic sanctions. Economic sanctions and incentives like increasing duties and tariffs are also used to influence foreign countries' policies. Then comes the soft power, which is run by cultural influence, movies or diplomacies. Cultural influence मतलब क्या हो गया? There is a like an agenda sold as an American dream. If you'll come to America, you will have this. If you'll come to an Ivy League college, you'll have this. Okay. And just like China is doing that, China is giving out infrastructure loans to a lot of nations, and then they are forcing them to name their institutes or education institutes after its ancient thinker. ठीक है. So that is also one way to influence foreign policies in other countries. Then comes how military alliances between these countries. So if military is sorted, most of the things are sorted between those countries. Then comes the propaganda. Okay, propaganda is another way to influence foreign policies of a foreign nation, ठीक है, which is mostly done by media campaigns and NGOs. Okay, so there was this very interesting case of some US NGO stopping Narmada dam development. Okay, I don't know the truth about it, but then it was a case. So Russian Today news channel is often regarded as a propaganda, okay, and then Russia media warning there is always a warning in that news channel that this is Russian state controlled news channel. Okay. Then comes the diplomatic engagements, जिसमें leader to leader they sit by the chair, बड़े बड़े सोफा पे, and then they discuss how can you help us in making policies in your country which are more favorable to our citizens or our companies. Hi Jets Cloud. ठीक है, do ping Amnesty International. हाँ, Amnesty International. ठीक है, Amnesty International did the same for Blood Diamond, no? जो the movie Blood Diamond. And one of the last plus the most important point that comes in shaping the foreign countries' policies by any government is utilizing the international organizations as a tool. ठीक है, कौन कौन से हो गए? जैसे हो गया WTO, फिर हो गया WHO, ठीक है. सो लेट्स से देयर इज दिस, अगर किसी ने someone has approved this report that US government is sabotaging Indian companies, banning Indian companies for trading from other countries. So Indian government could approach World Trade Organizations or International Monetary Fund to help them secure or to help or to gain pressure from them on US or some other nation. ठीक है, आजकल जो चल रहा है उनके नाम. अच्छा, ठीक है. अलॉन्ग विद दिस इज एक और वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच इज 100% is used by a lot of people for their personal favors is United Nation. Okay. So this is another organization which is supported by, which supports a lot of countries in influencing policies of a lot of other countries. Okay. WHO में time, you know what WHO, see, you remember the time of COVID when everyone was blaming China and WHO gave a clean chit, almost clean chit to China that no, China is not doing it. And in return, China gave a lot of money to WHO for some of their research development. Okay. Plus, China is another nation which funds a lot of money to World Trade Organizations to make sure that all of its products that is manufactured in China has reduced tariff around the globe. So this is another way that utilizing international organization. This is another way that people can use, that the countries can use to influence foreign policies of another countries. So let's discuss what is going on in the comment section. That Indian government has got no. Very good point, Akash. Yes, UNESCO, IMF is also those organizations. ठीक है. Okay, so he has some genuine issues that his local dukanwala has inflated the price of cigarettes illegally. How to file a case? UN is so whitewashed. ठीक है, ask lawyer. अरे hire Kwani Upma, he'll get it all sorted. चलो, with this, let's close this session for today. And the quote here goes like, the secret to generational wealthy business is knowing something no one else does. जैसे मैंने बताया that most of the people think that arbitrage is today saturated from Dubai, but then people who are into arbitrage since long have moved to different nations, including Cambodia, Malaysia, and whatnot. Okay, so yes, with this, I'll post it out on YouTube as well with the proper cuts as well. Okay, okay, and you need to let me know which country has given the most in amount of lobbying, okay, to influence the foreign policies of foreign nations. With this, bye bye, good night. अरे इनका डिस्कशन बहुत तक खतरनाक चलता है भाई. क्या डिस्कशन है? यू कैन नॉट स्टील जीरो. टैक्स चोरी का बिजनेस शुरू करने के लिए पहले टैक्स पे करना शुरू करना करें. बाय बाय, गुड नाइट। चलो जिसका भी कोई सवाल हो, बात करनी हो, यू कैन डू इट इन द कंटिन्यू इन द कमेंट सेक्शन ऑफ दिस वीडियो दैट